was younger, I had never even heard of Williston, even though I lived in the same state as this town. Williston was never a town with much to talk about. It was of average size, not huge, but not as small as many of the rural towns in North Dakota. Today it seems that the whole country has heard of this town, and everyone is paying attention to our little old state of North Dakota. I have lived in North Dakota all my life. Even though I lived in a different section of the state than Williston, I can still see the effects of the oil boom. I have several relatives who live in Williston to give me first-hand accounts of how their town has changed. Even towns like Dickinson and Minot are affected by the oil discovery. We all live in the state of North Dakota. We are affected directly and indirectly by the oil boom every day. As citizens of the state, it is our responsibility to know the major changes that are occurring and how they are affecting us, and how they will continue to affect us in the future. Hopefully, the information I provide in this speech will shed some light on the oil boom in Williston, and how it has greatly changed the state of North Dakota. By the end of the speech, I hope you will all have the information you need to make your own decisions about the oil drilling in Williston. North Dakota is home to a new oil drilling methodologies. Popular Mechanics explains a relatively new method for oil drilling in the Bakken oil field known to us as fracking. The Bakken is a layer of dense rock containing oil. The oil is found at a depth of 2 miles below the surface. Drilling companies must drill down to the rock and then turn the end of their drilling bit 90 degrees to drill horizontally through the layer of oil-filled rock. This is the process called hydraulic fracturing or fracking. The oil is freed from the rock by cracking it with high-pressured water, sand, and chemicals. Fracking is a very controversial method of drilling for oil according to Occupy theory. Supporters of fracking say there are many benefits to it. They say we can access more gas and more oil by using this method. Supporters also say that by using this technique we can decrease our dependency on foreign oil. They say the more oil we have, the cheaper the gas and the lower the gas tax. Supporters also say fracking has a high rate of return for investors. Opponents of fracking do not believe these benefits outweigh the downsides of it. Opponents say if we continue to focus on gaining more oil, we will never discover new methods of energy. Most of the country is in drought. Coming from North Dakota, we all know what this is like. Fracking uses large amounts of water to bury it under the ground. Of course, the environment could also be at risk. Many people believe the water and air are at risk near fracking locations. Some of the chemicals used by companies can be dangerous. Fracking is a big deal, and the changes it brings, and it brings big changes to the state. Williston and nearby towns have changed a great deal as a direct result of the North Dakota oil boom. The population of Williston has changed dramatically according to Google's population table, which acquires its data from the U.S. Census Bureau. In 2008, Williston had a population of 12,590. By 2013, the census put Williston at 20,826. That's an average of over 1,000 new people per year. The nearby town of Dickinson experienced a similar effect. Dickinson had a population of 15,969 in 2008. In 2013, Dickinson's population rose to 20,850. Again, nearly 1,000 people per year. The state of North Dakota in 2008 had a population of 657,569. By 2013, the state's population was 723,857. The cost of living has also increased in Williston. A 2-bedroom apartment goes for around $2,000 a month, says Housing Finance. This is far more than residents were used to paying. This beats New York's rates by about $500 per month. On the bright side, many people who are not involved in the oil boom have seen a salary increase in Williston, according to Indeed.com's salary estimator. A teacher makes around $59,000 a year. That's 7% higher than the national average. A Walmart worker gets paid about $17.40 an hour. Like everything else, crime is also on the rise in Williston, according to information on NeighborhoodScout.com. The website reports Williston having 8 robberies, 1 murder, 21 rapes, and 57 assaults last year. Williston is more dangerous than 92% of all the cities in the United States per capita. Drugs are also on a steady rise as well. Heroin, meth, and cocaine have all been confiscated lately by police. Numerous newspapers also have reported a drastic increase in prostitution in the city. The oil boom in Williston has affected the rest of the state as well. While crime and the cost of living stay centered around Williston, the money of the oil does not. The Bismarck Tribune reports North Dakota having a budget surplus of over $600 million. The state's total revenue is about $4.88 billion. North Dakota was predicted to make $9.78 billion on the oil extraction tax and gross product tax revenue during the next few years. However, the recent fall of oil prices has drastically lowered this number. Fox News reports that North Dakota is estimated to lose $4.8 billion due to the fall of oil. This still leaves the state with about $4.98 billion in incoming money from oil in the next few years. North Dakota has tried to use this money in the best ways to benefit the state, says governing.com. In the past few years, North Dakota has done a lot with the money. Income and property taxes have been cut, and new roads and infrastructure have been built with the money. A great deal of money has also been set aside for schools and education. Many people wish to set aside money for conservation efforts in an attempt to offset the effects of the oil boom. The new oil drilling methods used near Williston have caused numerous changes in the state of North Dakota. They affect every single person in the state. Do the pros outweigh the cons? That's for the people of North Dakota to decide.